of the Teen Wolf theme song by the Bloody Beetroots. You can all download that for free at Beats Like Dwight Schrute, not the sound. Hi, okay. My name is Jared Weisserman. I'm from ET Online. I'm super stoked to be here today for Teen Wolf Season 3. So, we have reached the halfway point of the first half of Teen Wolf's third season. Which can be a little confusing, but there's no confusing the fact that this season has been, by and large, the show's most successful yet. The season 3 premiere was the highest rated episode ever, and the numbers have only continued to grow every week. In fact, Monday's episode, Currents, is on track to be the highest rated episode of all time. And don't even get me started on the show's social media dominance. From Facebook to Instagram to Twitter, Teen Wolf is constantly Moonday's most social show. It takes over trending topics for hours, but that tends to happen when you have something came up during a closet scene between Scott and Aaron. The successes keep coming as Jeff Davis has marvelously interwoven a massive mythological mystery with deeply resonant character developments. And let's face it, the cast has never been better about bringing those words to life. Plus, I think you will all agree that this year, Teen Wolf has continued to be the most progressive, inclusive, and welcoming TV destination for gays, straights, and everything in between. You guys haven't seen anything yet. So, to find out what lies ahead, I would like to welcome to the stage the brains and the excellent bodies of Beacon Hills. First up, executive producer Jeff Davis. what was it you wanted to accomplish with the first handful of episodes?
We definitely wanted to premiere in a big way. It was nice to see the ratings go up. But it was also nice to introduce a lot of new characters, the alphas, especially our twins here.
Hey!
Terrell and Ian Emery and Brian Patrick Wade. We wanted to bring out new characters, but also bring it back to all the characters you love, like Scott and Styles and Lydia. But it's nice to actually be here. We were in a lot smaller room the first time we came.
That's true. So in Monday's episode, you guys broached and introduced the idea of the true alpha. Talk a little bit about what the true alpha signifies, Jeff.
Well, for us, we wanted to do a story where we were bringing Scott McCall's character up. We had talked a long time in the writer's room about, is Scott McCall, is he like Neo? Is he a chosen one? Or is he more like Frodo? What? And Neo? No, you're Frodo. What? The idea was that what if a beta could rise to an alpha purely on the merit of their own character? And the idea is that Scott is such a good person, and he's of such strong will that he does not need to steal the power from anyone, that he can become it on his own. Which I think is actually a pretty good message for our teenage audience as well, is that the merit of your character can help you rise. And I can say that honestly about the whole cast, is that I think they've become sort of superstars, and it's nice to be at this table with such nice people.
Rosie, what do you think about the idea of a true alpha? You guys to become that?
I think that is awesome because it goes with everything who I think Scott is. I think Scott is a great person inside and out, and I'm so happy that I get to play that true alpha. We've seen the alpha before, we've seen the evil alpha, and we know how they get their power, and it's just really cool to do another take on the alpha mentality. So yeah, it's really fun to play it, and thank you for writing.
I'd say sometimes it's harder to play the hero in a story. It can be a lot easier to play the bad guy, the villain, or even the funny sidekick, the funny best friend.
You hear that, guys?
The hero isn't the most glamorous of roles, but Tyler pulls it off really well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jeff.
It's been a big season for Scott. He got some tattoos, he got a motorcycle. I'm just glad
I found out about that tattoo at Comic-Con last year. I wasn't here, and I was literally sitting at a computer in Greece on vacation, and I was like, what is that? Is that a tattoo?
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, you can't
got another one?
Yeah, I like tattoos, and I do like motorcycles also. That's something Scott rides a motorcycle this season, and so I had to get my motorcycle license, to be on set and to work with a motorcycle. And I got my license, and I took the class with Max and Charlie, and I fell in love with it. And now I have a motorcycle and my license, so it's pretty badass.
It's also the #1 source of organ donors.
Oh, Jesus.
We have to go there. We have to go there.
Alright, someone needs to take care.
Donor cycles. Oh,
Okay.
So, obviously there was a lot of alpha questions. Another big question that has been looming over this whole season, as Styles so perfectly put, is what is Lydia?
I've said this once before, although I don't remember saying it. I'm gonna say she's a hatch from Lost. That's what I'm going with.
Are you saying Lydia's an inanimate object?
With winning lottery numbers on the door.
And an Australian living inside it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, let's talk a little bit about that, because we saw Styles try everything he could to figure out what she was. Jeff, when are we going to get the answer to what Lydia is?
Episode 9.
Oh, wow.
The name of the episode, guys. It's a clue.
And the name of the episode is?
Can't say it.
It's no, that one's the name of that episode, and actually part of that episode is a homage to Hitchcock. It's called The Girl Who Knew Too Much, based on the movie The Man Who Knew Too Much. So.
Remember Alfred Hitchcock, guys?
And another interesting thing,
He made a couple
little
movies.
tidbit about that is What was that?
What?
Don't interrupt the showrunner.
Deep
I write your lines.
Oh no!
Another interesting tidbit about that is that in the original movie, Bernard Herrmann plays the conductor for an orchestra, and we had our composer Dino Menigan play the conductor in this orchestra for the big scene. So watch out for Dino.
Yeah,
great.
our music composer actually plays the composer in which episode is it?
I just said this.
In case anyone didn't hear,
Episode 9.
episode 9. Okay.
Well, we've seen Lydia get very involved this season. Her and Styles have formed a pseudo-detective agency. It really took down Motel California in a big way. Speaking of Motel California, I would be remiss if I didn't just take a minute to commend Dylan's performance in that. Dylan, what did you like about what that scene meant for Styles?
For Styles, the character? What a stupid, get me off the panel.
Scene between you and Scott. That emotional moment.
Yeah, I guess I always answer it as myself because it was like that was such a Dylan Tyler moment, kind of first for us, you know. It was almost like the characters came second there, and that was just kind of like, you know, the biggest thing we've had to do as actors. I'm sorry.
We're talking about something sweet here.
You were saying?
You guys are like a big Hallmark card.
He lost his train of thought, guys. Stop complimenting him.
Seriously, it's too much, guys.
Let me ask you this, Jeff, because when this whole season first started and there was sacrifices going on, Styles was the one who sort of put together that virgins were being sacrificed, and he was very concerned about his safety in the world of Beacon Hills. I feel like we're not addressing the fact that someone needs to have sex with Styles.
Yeah, all right. We'll pick a winner. Raise your hand.
If you look at your seat, there's a number. 64 is the winner.
There we go.
No, but seriously, let's talk about, is this still a factor in the world of Teen Wolf, that there are these sacrifices going on, and it should be a concern for anyone who hasn't been there yet?
Well, I would say that the virgin sacrifices are over. The question of Styles' virginity, though, has yet to be answered, and will be answered, actually, in an upcoming episode.
So stay tuned for that. But you know, it's also been an incredible season for Allison, I have to say. I love that she has taken the darkness she's sort of fallen into in season 2 and turned it into strength. We've seen a newly committed Allison, and Crystal, I would love to know what you've enjoyed about her journey in the first half of season 3.
Thank you, Jeff, for doing that. I think I had a lot to play with, and it's really fun as an actor to do that. But I think I enjoyed finding part of her mom in her, which was, just kind of crazy. And and Edie came back for a little bit, and so we chatted about our relationship and stuff. And I think that was fun for me to find those two things, like her mom and her dad, and what part she gets out of each of them. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there was a great moment. I like that you've done a really good job as a group in sort of keeping Scott and Allison apart and yet not separating them. It was important that although they're not together, they still continue to have a relationship this season, Jeff.
It's very important, and I think it's that feeling of first love that connects them and will probably connect them for the rest of their lives. That we all have people like that in our life, and I think they're great together. And there's even in the closet scene, it's actually a scene I planned on writing before we'd written a single script for the season. I just thought of this moment where they could connect. But they have such chemistry together, and they're so good together, and they're funny, and it's those kinds of moments of when you break up, but you remember that you're good together. It's heartbreaking in a way, but it's also fun to see on screen.
Is that why you said boners in closets?
Hashtag something came up. I didn't create it, I just embraced it. That's all I'm saying. And whoever came up with that MTV deserves like a Peabody Award or something. I don't know what awards you get for on-screen hashtags, but that wins. But Allison is not the only one with love on the horizon. Somebody by the name of Derek has gone a little... I was so caught off guard by how quickly I shipped you and Mrs. Blake is insane. I mean, I feel like everything about Derek has been strength and power and alpha, and this was such a vulnerable, sensitive side. Was that exciting for you to bring in this year?
Actually, for me, that is like the most exciting thing about season 3. I would say that I think the biggest fear about being on a show is kind of getting stuck in a rut and feeling like you're doing the same thing over and over again. Jeff has done a great job with all of our characters. Giving us like something new to play with. Yeah, he's good. He gives us something new to play with, I think, every season. So for me this year, you know, exploring different sides of Derek and that more vulnerable side, and you know, finding out a little bit more about Derek and his past in this season has been something really fun to kind of play with. So hopefully everybody's enjoying it. That's fun.
Derek's past, Jeff, Monday is a huge Derek flashback episode. What can you tell the people to expect on Monday?
We're really proud of this episode. It's one of the most different of our episodes that we've done, and we've taken a lot of experiments, done a lot of experiments this season with like timeline, with episode 5, which was sort of our Pulp Fiction-y timeline episode, episode 6, which was very much a bottle episode and a kind of homage to The Shining a little bit. But this one, this flashback episode that takes us back to Derek's past, we're really proud of it. And my editor, one of my editors, Gabe Fleming, did an amazing job with both the music and the pace of the story. And you get to a lot of insight into the Hale family. A lot of questions are answered, especially the question about the color of a werewolf's eyes. So you're going to learn why Derek's eyes are blue and not yellow like Tyler's, like Scott's.
And it's just one of the things I'm obsessed with this season, but I have to say, I cannot get enough of Isaac living at Scott's house. In last week's episode, when you and Scott were watching over Mrs. McCall and you were sleeping at Scott's funeral, it's really adorable and amazing. What have you enjoyed about having him under the McCall roof this year?
I love working with Tyler Posey just because it's great fun to do.
Half the room just went, he's great.
No, I think they knew. I think, you know, it's lovely to work with actors that you just get on with, and you know, and everybody here, we all kind of have a lovely time together. So, but just working with Pose, and we've had a good relationship, and it's I love being in the McCall house. It beats this person here. Thanks, Derek. So it's lovely being in a loving family for once.
You're welcome anytime, my friend.
Thanks, Pose. Thanks, Pose. Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
We had one. I just never saw it.
Yeah, I was a bad roommate in the first place. I'm sorry.
You're messy. Very sloppy.
I have to say, I mean, overall, I think it goes without saying that Jeff and the executive producer team have done an amazing job with casting this show, and that is Charlie this season. Amazing energy to the show, and they're hideous.
Yeah.
But now, Jeff, is it true that you had both guys audition for each of the roles?
We did, yes. It was funny actually because I wrote sides for a scene that we knew we would use. What's happening to Dylan?
Sorry.
You okay?
I'm sorry on the monitor. Yeah, the monitors are super distracting. I don't know where to look.
But yeah, they came in and auditioned for both roles, and the funny thing about it is the scene I had written for it was the Danny scene, you're starting to like him, aren't you? Except I wrote it as it was with Lydia, which was you're starting to like her, knowing that I would always change it back to Danny and Ethan. So I had to slip that by the network because you never know how these things are going to get across. But the funny thing is about that is I never had anything to worry because Motel California came along and then the other scene came along and not a word from them. So they've been incredible.
Which scene?
The nipple scene?
I love it. Let's talk a little bit about hashtag Jumpin', shall we?
I did want a nipple scene.
Charlie, talk to me a little bit about the Dethan relationship and what you like.
I think it's so cool that Jeff has created a show where, regardless of the labels that we might attach to these characters, they all exist in the same world and nobody's called out for it. So for me, like what I like my guy, and I'm gonna protect him. Or I don't know yet. But yeah, it's just a traditional pairing, you know. It's two people who care about each other, and Jeff's treated that very well, I think.
I agree. And I think we're seeing influence on Ethan already. I mean, the scene when the two twins had Mrs. Blake and they're watching her, beat up Derek, he really seemed not invested in it. Jeff, talk to me a little bit about how Danny's morality is going to start affecting Ethan.
Well, it's the idea that you can change, but sometimes you need another person to instigate that change within you. And those things happen to both characters, I think, coming up in episodes. To Ethan and Aiden, they are changed by the people they start falling for unexpectedly. So it's a nice character arc to be able to do, especially with the bad guys when they become good.
Max, for you, what is it like? I mean, you and your brother obviously work together a lot. You've got sort of this symbiosis with the characters also working together. Mm-hmm. What do you sort of like about the relationship your on-screen characters have?
Well, it's wild how sometimes a job or a story like this mirrors your real life. Charlie and I actually moved in together for the first time since we were 10 years old, right before we started shooting this show. So we had a lot of stuff to deal with between both of us, and it was wild shooting the show and kind of negotiating the same things. And in terms of working with my brother, I mean, we worked on some other projects together, and it's amazing to have like a constant ally. This business can be weird because we'll fly off somewhere, we'll do work, and you're by yourself. But for the most part, for this project and some others, I have someone who's there with me, and the coolest part is I get to share it with someone. It's not like I tell my friends about it and come back. It's like I got someone who's by my side the whole time. So that's amazing.
It's so strange to hear that, because I'm an identical twin myself, and that's exactly how we grew up. It was having your best friend always right next to you. So, and now one of them gets to be inside the other. You guys can't do that.
All right. Jeff, obviously the first half of the season has been exciting. There's a lot coming up.
He's very proud of that joke. He's very good joke. I've never seen him laugh like that.
Look at him. Before we move on, Jeff, I hear there's some things you would like to talk about.
Yes, we have good news about our winter season. We have a premiere date that we're very happy to announce. And I need to get home and write the rest.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about before we move on in terms of another year?
No.
Okay. I'm just checking. So, but before we get ahead of ourselves, there are still a handful of episodes left in 3A to experience. So MTV and the cast of Teen Wolf wanted to give you guys a sneak peek. Coming up in the remainder of season 3A. So take a listen. Kissing up.
That's right.
These lips are for all of you girls. Not for me.
Well, Helen, what is it like to kiss this Dylan O'Brien?
Oh my God, so first it starts with the lips.
Does he have soft?
I mean, it's funny because these boys are like my brothers.
So it's like
Thank
kissing
you.
your brother?
Kind
Colin has
of.
very nice lips to kiss.
Very sweet. I was supposed to pose, it's weird.
Oh God. I take it back.
It's
I was
funny
just
because we saw a version of this that Jeff showed us about a week ago, and that was not in there. So, yeah, you guys will have to stay tuned about what that's about, I guess. But yeah, Dylan has a great breath.
I'll tell you, the kiss
Very good
isn't just a
kisser.
kiss.
I'm sorry, Jeff, say that
The
again?
kiss isn't just a kiss.
It's also sex.
Alright, we'll leave it at that. So, alright, so lastly, before we start opening this up to fan questions, Jeff, I'm gonna come to you and ask what you're excited for these lovely men and women out here to experience in the last 5 episodes of season 3A.
I'm very excited. We just finished editing episode 310, which is kind of our Die Hard in a Hospital episode. It's going to be really exciting. I'm excited for the fans to see all the different twists and turns that we still have yet to come, and all of the way relationships get very complicated, and how some might end tragically or not. And I'm excited for them to see actually the great performances that have yet to be witnessed. It's gonna be fun.
Excellent. Alright, well, guys, I turn you over to your fans right now. I think we have the first question at the mic. I'm sorry, can you just take off, we don't want anyone with masks on, I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude, but... Hello, sir.
Well, wait. Why isn't Danny sitting up there? Good job. I did have a question.
Yes.
My question is, are we going to see a resurfacing of Miguel?
I can see that happening.
There was no Miguel. I fooled you. What do we get, man? What are you wearing?
A cape.
I love you, dude.
Alright, everybody give Keanu a hand.
Derek, what would you think about returning to the role of Miguel?
Next question. Hello.
Hi.
So I think I've been here to see you guys before, but this is my first time coming up and ask a question. Actually, the first time ever asking a question to a panel.
Oh wow. We love you.
Congrats.
I want to start by saying that you guys are all beautiful and amazing actors. My question is directed towards Dylan. I want to ask, how do you relate your personality to Styles?
Well, there you go, right there.
Can I thank him?
A constant wreck. What was that? What happened? What's happening? Oh no, are you getting pushed back already? Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. I don't know. There's a lot of me that's Styles, and there's a lot of Styles that is me. You know, I don't know. Goofball. You know, I like making jokes and being spastic and weird.
You're both smart.
Well, I'm incredibly intelligent as well. Let's see here. No, I don't know. It's a lot of, I can't play a character without, having at least some of who I am in there, and I think there's a lot of me, probably most of which of me in Styles. Yeah, I don't know.
I can say, I'm going to add a little to that. I'm going to say they have the same heart. One thing about Styles and his love for his dad and his best friend, Dylan has that same love for the crew. He comes from a family of film people. His dad is a camera operator, and he's got the same kind of respect, and he cares for the crew. It's really nice to see on set.
Go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm Adriel Villegas, senior tire.
What's up, buddy?
First of all of you guys inspired me to become an actor just like all of you guys. So my question is for Tyra Posey. So, what is the gnarliest scene you have ever done so far in season 3, and explain why?
Oh man, I love how much you say gnarly. I love it. The gnarliest scene I've done in season 3 and explain why. Well, jeez, there's so many good ones. Probably, I don't know if I can say some of them.
No one's listening. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. No, don't.
Was it when we were blowing wind in your face for the mountain ash scene?
Yeah, that was when I saved Deaton. Thank you for giving me that. When I saved Deaton, there's a barrier of mountain ash, and it's the first time you see really my eyes flash red, and with somebody noticing it, and that's the signs of a true alpha, which Deaton later explains. But yeah, that was a really cool scene because like I got hurt really bad a lot doing it, and I had to do it over and over and over again, and my hands were bruised and my back was bruised, and they were shooting.
He wasn't hurt. Are there any union members out there? It was just fine after shooting.
I was just joking. They shot like air on my face to give it those ripples, and it was like these little air things. They would get in my eye, and then they would blast this giant thing of air, and it would like blow me back, and I would fall, and it was really fun and gnarly, and yeah, that was awesome, and just the whole significance of the scene was just kick ass. So cool. Thanks for the question, man. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Hi. Is that a phone?
Yeah. My name is Amanda, and I just wanted to say I'm a big fan of all of you. You're all really talented and gorgeous. But this question is for Dylan. So it seems like each one of the characters, even if they're not a werewolf, they have some sort of special like skill that they can do. So have you ever? Don't get me wrong. Styles is awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, right? Do you ever wish that somewhere along the line he acquires some sort of supernatural ability?
Yeah. I've always been sort of adamant about Styles, me and Jeff, about Styles staying human and being the human part of the show. So, no, I don't want any powers, although that would be wicked. What? Yeah, no, I'm satisfied. The sex needs to happen.
I'll have sex with you, Dylan.
Styles, deleted nude sex scene.
DVD extras.
Thank you, that was such a... You're so sweet. Oh my god, look at it. Oh.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley.
I'm Justin.
Hey guys.
And this is Dylan and Tyler.
Since we have a close brother-sister relationship, we were wondering if your brotherly friendship on the set is off the set as well.
Oh man, you have no idea. The fact that we're not sitting together right now is freaking us out. We're about to rip Holland apart just so we can get to it. I love you, bro.
Love you, too.
And that's completely from the heart, and we are great friends, and I haven't seen him in a while, and he's been away, and so it's been weird not seeing him for a while, and it's just this is one of the coolest things ever, just being with D, and I call him D or D balls.
T-pose, not as funny as ball. But Tyler's literally my best friend in the world. Yeah.
So thank you, Jeff, for giving us
I made that happen.
It was all
next question.
Hi, my name is Christina. I had a question. It's kind of directed to the whole cast. If you guys like filming better in Atlanta, Georgia, or Los Angeles, and why?
Wow. I mean, LA is definitely our home. You know, we all live here. And Atlanta was so much fun. I can't even tell you. We had such a good time going there. I think I can speak for everybody that it just felt like this, school campy experience where we would just go away and we had each other. That's how Dylan and I became so close. So you know, I owe everything to Atlanta, but it is great being home. You know. Crap, it was great being home. I love it.
It was a hard decision to move the show, but one of the big reasons was our families are here, and our best friends and the people we love are here. So we had a phenomenal crew in Atlanta and a great experience there. And I think in a lot of the ways, that's one of the reasons why the cast is so close. This is the closest cast I've ever seen on a show. But we do love Atlanta too.
What? Van Nuys. Oh, Van Nuys.
Van Nuys.
Nice.
Hey, hang on, let's go one by one. Where's everybody from? Yeah.
Those addresses? Whoa. Oh, she's waiting to ask a question.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Kate.
Oh my God, I love your shirt. Awesome. That's one of the best Dylan O'Brien improvs ever.
That's so cool.
I did not write that line.
It's one of my favorite lines.
For those who can't see, it says, "Don't be a sour wolf." Such a sour wolf.
My question is for everyone. What has been your favorite comedic scene to either film or write?
Cool question. I thought, do you guys remember in the first season when Allison tasers me? I thought it was really fun to play. And it was actually a really sweet scene. It turned out to be a really sweet, awesome scene. But doing that taser thing I thought was really fun and funny. So.
Crystal, did you like tasing Tyler?
Yeah. No, actually, it was scary because it was a real gun, and they showed me how it worked, and then they took out what is it?
The charge?
Yeah, the prong. Yeah.
No, they didn't.
And
It was real. You really tasered me. What are you talking about?
really, yeah.
Like the residual.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like the
yeah.
actual thing at the end.
That was all Jeff. That was hilarious. I'm glad you wrote that in.
I was really happy with all the stuff in the pool in season 2 between. But I have to say, our classic scene for me is the Miguel scene. I'm interested to know what their favorites are.
I mean, yeah, I guess my favorite comedic one is definitely with Dylan. We have a lot of fun stuff. So anyway, moving on. I think the one that was the most fun for me, I think shooting was the one outside of the hospital in season 1. Like right before we find out who the alpha is, which was like slamming the head on this.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was fun. But the one time Dylan's got me to crack to where I couldn't stop laughing was season 2 in the sheriff's office when we're both paralyzed. And I didn't even look at him. He made an expression at the end of the take after the guy said the last line of the scene, and I just heard him go like, and I knew what his face looked like, and I couldn't stop laughing. That was the hardest time I've ever done.
Yeah, I second that. I think mine are with Dylan as well. We have like a Carmen Sandiego thing going on in season 3, so. +2. Yeah, I'd say that's mine as well, because most of mine are like naked and crying and not the best for comedic moments unless you think that's funny.
I find the humor in the crying naked stuff.
Yeah, like this one. So yeah,
Dylan, what about you?
Working with yourself?
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
What was the question? What the
Funny comedic scene.
favorite comedic? I'm so sorry. I was like
Comedic
checking
scene.
out. I didn't even. I thought we were moving on. My favorite comedic scene to shoot was any scene with T-Pose where it's almost not even necessarily comedic sometimes, and we'll just
toy around with it or add something to it or just be buddy and just be weird and do something. Like I love when we added that thing on the stairs at one time, like we said it at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Looked at each other weird. Like I don't know, just stuff like that's just fun to, you know.
Right before action is really funny.
Good answer, Dill.
We'll be talking about like full
Silent
pizza and like action, and then they completely go into the scenes. Stuff they say right before action, their stuff is hilarious as people.
You know what, recently though, hold on, this just popped into my head. When Daniel and you wake up and you're guarding the mother, and you're guarding
Melissa.
Come on, man. Watch the show, Dill. Oh my god. Your guys' banter, like when you guys get up, like nailed. That was my favorite thing so far this season. Comedically. Thanks, dude. There's a lot more. Yeah. Straight up. Love you too. I don't know, but I love you.
Next question.
Hi, Dylan. My name is Alexandra.
Hi, Alexandra. That
My
is-
question-
You're so sweet.
My question is for everyone. I want to ask, given the opportunity, would you like to become a vampire?
Don't feel bad.
This is the best question ever, by the way. I adore you.
So what exactly is the question?
And would any of you like to become a werewolf?
Judging by Tyler's facial hair, I think he's in the process.
The operation is almost complete, but I'm almost a werewolf. It's a real mustache, okay? You can just rip that thing off. It took me 7 years to grow this thing. Zoom in on that, please. Can you zoom in on that? Please?
Anybody want to feel that one? Want to be a werewolf?
I think all girls want to be anti-werewolves. We're constantly trying to take care off our bodies. So I'm gonna go with my laser hair removal thing. I don't know.
On Teen Wolf, we call them werewolves. Actually, Colton made that up.
Haynes.
Colton Haynes, everybody! Love him. I'd love to try being a werewolf for one day, or an hour, or ever at all. Hit it.
Yeah, me too. I want to be a werewolf.
I'll take it for a day. Yeah.
You guys can't just take my answer.
It's a good answer.
I'll take it for a day.
I'll try it. I'll try it out. And then we'll renegotiate. We'll see where we're at by the end of the night.
You know, that's nice.
Damn. Oh yeah, big money. It's great. And you're really cute. Thank you.
Max and Charlie.
Alexander, you broke our hearts.
I know.
You are in an amazing way.
I think it's a full moon on Monday, right?
I think being a werewolf would be fun, but to answer your first question, I would not want to be a vampire. You are the sweetest, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you for coming.
I am so jealous of my sister right now.
She stole the show.
Yeah. I want to thank Timo for the Wi-Fi, by the way, because like. Thank you. And my question is for cast, and I was wondering if you could have like a full-blown conversation with the character, what would you talk about and why?
Oh, cool question.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I would tell Scott to not be so sad and be okay. Derek's not dead. That's what I would tell him. He's not dead. It's okay. You can forgive yourself. So that's what I would tell him. Definitely.
I would tell Lydia, put a pair of flats on. You don't need to be 5'7", 5'3" is just fine. And then I want her confidence for the guy advice, like that sort of area of her life. Holland does not follow suit. So yeah, that would be my conversation with her.
I would tell Isaac to stop getting in small spaces. Thank you.
What would I say? Oh, I would tell Derek to maybe invest in like some kind of UFC training or some kind of martial arts because he loses every fight. I haven't won one yet. I'm still waiting. I'm like 0-15.
You just threw a glass at me.
Surviving at this point. So maybe like yeah, that's what I do.
I think I want to ask the twins what it feels like to become one.
I would kind of
Does it hurt?
Aiden to stop putting himself inside me.
Yeah, if I could have a frank conversation with Aiden, I suppose I'll stray away from putting myself beside my brother. But I think what I'd say is, maybe calm down, take it easy, make some friends, and be at peace. Relax.
Enjoy being a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell all the alphas to just like chill out, man. Why are you doing all this? Why do you have a pack? Why are you killing people? Why do you want to kill us? Why do you want to kill everything? Just the alphas, any other bad, Peter, all the bad guys in our seasons. Stop being bad. Be glad. You're supposed to tell it's you having a conversation with your character. Oh, it's your own character?
No, any character.
Any character? I thought it was your own character.
Yeah.
Alright, well, it's a style. It's chill out, dude. Stop killing people. Stop killing people.
In all of your characters' defenses, there's a lot going on to be stressed out about in being. I mean, it's understandable.
That's true. But thank you so much.
Stop. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have time for 2 more.
No. That's fun. I want 20. Let's squeeze in 20. Here we go.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Kiana.
Bye.
Hi. And I was just wondering if you guys ever like go on Tumblr and like stalk fan accounts. And then who you ship.
Who is she? Sky's it.
Scott and Isaac.
Hey, that's my best friend.
That Derek is over. It's all about Skyzik.
That's a good one.
We get Google alerted through our email, so sometimes we'll get the Tumblr accounts. And so if there's anything that like piques my interest, I click on it.
Who do you ship?
Who do I ship? Well, I just found out this was relationship.
I didn't know what it meant either.
I get it now. Colton didn't know what that was.
That's not true at all. Where it comes
No, we know what it is now, but we didn't know what it was then.
I didn't know until
I thought it was lying.
So, I am now an expert in shipping. So I would say.
How we're in the votes.
Anyway, I know what it is now. So I would say. I don't know.
You're boring.
Stydia and Isaac. I don't know. Polyamorous ship, guys. Polyamorous.
I want a giant Teen Wolf orgy.
a lot of guys.
We're on the wrong network. It's more like the HBO version.
True Blood.
All right, the time has come. Last. Oh, sorry, we have time for 2 more.
Oh, hey, you said that.
I apologize. I'm getting hand signals, don't you?
You're confusing.
Go ahead. For you, sir.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Hi.
My question is, are we going to see more of Danny with
His involvement in what?
supernatural stuff?
Yes, you will.
Oh.
Our winter season to see Danny cross paths with the supernatural.
Whoa.
There's a lot of there's some new stuff coming in the winter season that has to do with new mythologies. There's a new character named Kira who we're excited about. We're casting her role now, a young Asian American female. And I can a little bit of spoiler, I guess, or a little, we're heading into a new mythology based on the Kitsune myth, which some people might know a little bit about, but is a very, very fascinating Japanese shapeshifter myth about the werefox and the trickster spirit. So there will be a sort of heavy Asian influence on our winter season, which I think will be really cool for to take things in a new direction for Beacon Hills.
Cool. Can Scott get Asian tattoos?
No.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
All right, and I believe now
5 more.
we have our
Hi, I'm Lizzie.
Hey, is it, oh, is that Iron Man?
Yeah.
Iron Man? It's Iron Woman. It's Iron Woman.
And everything.
Oh, whoa!
So my question is, if your character had its own spin-off, what would you call it, and what 1 or 2 characters would you bring with you?
Great question. I think there should be a show called Scott and Styles. I think that would be really cool.
I concur.
You concur? What? Or a show called Derek and Husky? All right. Shut up.
What would y'all do on that show?
Anybody else?
I honestly, I would want to do a full-time talk show with Holland and my brother. Because
What was that?
That was fun the other day. Just saying.
I actually, I'm trying to think. I could do one called maybe House of Hail, maybe? There's nothing against anybody. And by the way, thank you for pitting us against each other. Like, what 2 would we take? We love each other. We want everybody. But I guess if it's
That's not your fault at all.
I
love you.
But I guess if that was gonna be the show, I'd say Peter. So maybe Ian Holland. And I guess this guy maybe.
Oh, sure.
He's part of the pack, but he also talked very badly about me as a roommate. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Maybe Styles.
I would take Allison then. Her own island. Create life because none of you boys can. That can be solved.
No, it can't.
Physically impossible. This is the start of a huge argument backstage. Just so you know, this is gonna last all day.
My spin-off would be called Allie A Saves the Day.
Gaped after 3 episodes.
I would not take Styles. Would you take Scott and Lydia?
We made it. Allison A saves the day. We made it on the cast. I'd love to do a show with Isaac and myself. We never really get to work together. I think I'd call it Scarves of Our Fathers.
I feel like that's a lot of good ideas. Jeff, have you ever entertained the idea of doing a spin-off group, or could you not imagine Teen Wolf without all the people who are on this panel today?
It is hard to imagine Teen Wolf without any of these people, yes. That is until the day I kill one of you all. Which could be soon. Could you guys imagine Teen Wolf without any of these people?
Hey,
Well, it's gotta happen.
Thank you.
Well,
You guys are so cool.
not that. There you go. Not that anyone in this room probably needs to be reminded, but Teen Wolf Season